When I think about my life before I learned mindfulness about 7 years ago and what it's like now, it is so different. And when I think about why I do this work and why I want to help you to change your life in the way that I changed mine, is that it is so painful to be in that state of constant stress, constant struggle, constant blaming yourself, blaming other people, seeing the world around you as like against you, and it's just always a fight. It's just exhausting. And I think it's also really sad, and it can be a very lonely place. And I really don't want people to feel like that, because I know that there's a different way to experience life. And I didn't think I could do that myself. And so that's why I now help other people to do that, because I needed help myself to do that. And I don't know really where I would be right now without my mindfulness practices and the coaches that I've worked with and my mentors and teachers. Hi, I'm Kate and I'm a mindfulness coach. And you might be watching this to get a bit more information about who I am, the work I do, and what it might be like to work together and the impact that this work has on your life. So I'll take you back to before I started learning mindfulness myself. This was about 7 years ago, and I was running my own video production company in London with my husband, and everything in my life at that point felt tense. And I felt in my business, it was always just pushing and pushing, and like so much to do, just working all the time, but really not feeling happy about it. There's no joy at all, just stress. And this rippled out in my life. I was just irritable, crying a lot. I was just frustrated with my husband. I would be snappy, like just a real pain. And so at that time, even though I wasn't looking for something else, something was missing. I just wasn't happy. It was really just by chance that a friend introduced me to mindfulness at the time. So I did a course and I just loved it straight away. It was really impactful from day one. Anyway, I was hooked from there. I did another course and actually then decided to go to Thailand and train to be a mindfulness facilitator. Because it had just really touched me. So I started using it in my day-to-day life just straight away, because it's so easy to implement in your life. And I just noticed changes almost immediately, because what I hadn't realised is that I actually had the power to change who I was, who I thought I was, and how I was behaving to other people, and also how I was behaving to myself. So as I started practicing more and more, the more I noticed things were starting to shift in my life. When I became aware of how much expectation I was putting on, say, my husband or my friends or myself, I could choose to soften that expectation or maybe just drop it. It was unrealistic, and that was the thing that was making me frustrated or annoyed or even angry sometimes. So once I'd identified these little elements that were kind of triggering this deep frustration with life, I could learn how to accept myself on a completely different level, in a completely different way. And that really started my sort of deep journey with mindfulness. So the reason that I coach mindfulness now is that it had such a massive impact on my life, and I was able to change so many meaningful things that I thought I just have to share this with other people. This is what I want to do. And so this really helped me sort of transition from that really stressful kind of like pushing, pressured energy of my business into something that felt so light and just so wonderful and actually meaningful. This is like meaningful work, helping other people to feel more free and like happy in their own skin, and figuring out what it is they really want to do in life if they're stuck and unhappy. So this is why I do what I do. And along the way, it's been really important to get certain certifications in mindfulness and coaching, so that there's that real accountability to you, so that you know that I work from a code of ethics. I have a support system, I have a supervisor, a mentor, and I'm always having coaching. So this is totally kind of reciprocal, and it kind of ripples out to all the work I do in terms of how serious I take this work and being able to support you on this journey. What's unique about my approach is the blend of mindfulness and coaching, but also being taught by someone who's embodied this work. I live this work every day and have done since 2016. And so to be taught by somebody who can guide you through what it feels like to make these difficult changes. You know, this work is not easy, it's not a quick fix, but it is a long-lasting change. And to really be able to feel that from a coach who's done it, who's been there, who's felt it through those difficult moments, and that's the moments that you really need this expert guidance. So you might be starting to overthink this already. It's perfectly normal. It might be part of the reason why you're here, overactive mind, overwhelming thoughts. But I would suggest that just to try and listen to your intuition about what's right for you right now. And if you want to have a chat with me, you can click on the link below and we can start to get to know each other in a call. I love this work. I absolutely live by it, and it actually does work. So if you're looking for something that is really going to change your life, this is it.